Alright, today we're going to look at 1977 Schwinn Scrambler. Now 75, 76, and 77, Schwinn was still using the Stingray frame style to build off for the Schwinn Scrambler. Now what they did was they went in, they made some reinforcements, a couple of changes. Basically they beefed up a Stingray frame to create the Scrambler for BMX use. Now we're going to talk about a couple of features that they made improvements on to make a difference between the Scrambler and the Stingray. We'll talk about what all is original on the bike, what's not original, flaws, show the mechanical workings of the bike. Alright, so one thing that they did off the Stingray frame was they added extra welds. So they added some extra welds here, and you can see where they added them down here. Now this was the same thing that they were doing with the 26-inch Schwinn Spitfire from 77 to 79. And Schwinn had also been using this practice on the heavy duty from 65 through 82. So this isn't something new, it's just something they brought to the Stingray to create the Scrambler. Now another thing is the Stingray would have been an S2, S7 size wheel front, back. For the Scrambler they went with S2, S2. So you had the larger wheel on the front instead of the S7. They went with the 36 spokes on these wheels instead of the 28. There's a larger gauge wheel, larger gauge spoke. It was the 105 gauge. So you really ended up with a stout wheel on this 20-inch bike. Now these the cranks on the Scrambler were supposed to be heat treated. And then you had forged steel for the forks and the steer tube on the for the handlebars, and then you had a welded on brace on the handlebars. So that basically created the Scrambler. So this one here, as we said before, it's got S2 wheels front and back. It's got the nice stamp S2 Schwinn tubular wheels. It has Schwinn Scrambler USA tires, front and back. On the forks have a date code of 77. The crank has a date code of 77. The neck has the steering stem has a date code of 77. Now the bars had a date code of 78. So I'm not sure if they were replaced with a 78, or being that this was in October, you know, this bike might have not been completely assembled till 78. But the only thing I do know is these are date coded 78, not 77. These are the correct style, correct color. There's not any difference there. It just has the wrong date code on it. The head badge has a date code of 3157, and they were putting these date codes on some of the head badges here in the late 70s, and that would have been November 7th, 77. So everything with the date codes pretty much matches up to be an original bike here. Now, as you can tell though, this bike has been repainted, which it was an excellent job of repainting it. The chain guard and the handlebars have not been repainted, and then you can see the frame and the forks, so they match very well with the color. And this paint job was done excellent paint job, correct prep work. I've put together the bike and disassembled it twice since I've had it, and you know, no paint loss, sliding this wheel back and forth. You know, just a really well bonded, excellent paint job on this bike. And then it's got a new set of decals on it here and on the quality seal. So it came out really nice. So you see the front wheel looks to be working great. We're going to take a look at this back wheel. Give it a little spin. I've rode this bike quite a bit. It rides great. The pedals, while we're talking about what's original and what's not original. So these pedals, or change these to the rat trap style, BMX style pedals. Those pedals wouldn't be original. It would have been a different style on the original bike. But this is a nice upgrade for a BMX style bike. Far as any flaws go, so the chain guard has a couple small nicks and scratches in it, in the original paint on the chain guard. Not bad though. And then the handlebars might have a scratch or two down here. Looks like maybe someone had hit it with a wrench once or twice, probably trying to get this reflector just right. The seat. The seat has a couple little flaws in it. We got one right there. It's got one or two rough spots on the seat. And the seat's kind of got a slight slope here right at the nose, right after the, I mean, it's structurally sound, but I just noticed that, it looks like you just got a little slope there right on the nose of the seat. But I don't think you're going to have any problems with it. You got a full set of reflectors on this bike. Reflective pedals front and back and on the wheels. Everything is working great. Got that 39 tooth sprocket that they were putting on the Scrambler. It's got the Schwinn stamp on it. Got your Q bolts, right hardware on the sissy bar, chain guard, S bolt on the seat post clamp. So this is really high quality job. I mean, this bike looks great, rides great. It's going to make a nice addition to anyone's collection, especially that guy who likes the original parts but wants the paint upgraded, wants it to be more cosmetic pleasing than an original look. So that, this is going to be the one that you're going to want. We're going to take it down and we'll take it for a little ride and confirm that it works out on the street with some weight on it. And we appreciate the interest and good luck on your bidding. Okay, we got it down off the rack. We're going to take it for a quick little spin. Everything's working great on this bike. Like we said before, it's got the extra welds, and we'll show pictures of all that. So these bikes are really well put together. And so let's see what it'll do and give you more confidence in bidding, and wish you luck.